All right. So this is on how people who are hurt people. Um, Very hurtful things to me because they're secrets. It froze up again. It froze up again. Holy. Ugh. So where was I at? I'm sorry. I got frustrated by the freezing up. Um, Brenda Dickens. She's the one that really pushed that the most, teaching that the most. People who are hurt people. Um, I'm gonna give you an example here from this morning that I don't think it has much to do with the whole situation here, but it's an example just from today, which means it's fresh. Hello, second. Somebody's tagged here. Train. Going slow. Not using his horn. They do that more often during the day for some odd reason. I was gonna say he's a little bit late doing that, but I guess at his speed he just crossed the. That's neither here nor there. All right, so last night it was cold, and I sleep in this thing instead of low income place. I have that place for all of the legal crap, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that I can do in here that I can't do there. The walls are paper thin up there, and I can't use my power tools. And a lot of times, being able to work on stuff and fix stuff is about the only thing that keeps my head from dwelling entirely on all of this other stuff and how it affects my life. Now, it was cold last night. I put on my jacket and my hoodie and my long sleeve shirt. It's a big giant metal coffin, so it got cold too. Well, I hadn't slept the night before, so I didn't wake up until a little bit after noon today. Um, I was soaked in sweat and I feel really nauseous. Um, so the guy I've been staying with, he's a real decent dude. He's got his own problems, which of course is not everybody's business. And he really wanted to talk to somebody this morning, and he's one of those people, the ones that are seasonally depressed. He kind of gets that way. Uh, so during the wintertime, especially if he doesn't have work, I mean, that really, I'm not sure how much you guys that are females understand how much pressure men are put under. Um, you have to, you have to, you have to, you have to, you have to. I mean, this guy right here, he broke up with his ex. He's done with her. Train. Oh, they got a rear engine. Oh shit, that's the middle. Must be a long train. Anyway, he's wanting to take care of his kids. He just doesn't want to be with her, but also he doesn't want his children to be without their mother. So he's buying this house and fixing it up, and he's not even going to live in it. See, much like me, when I was gonna get this house, yeah, it wasn't for me. It was literally for his sister down in Denver. And I'm not gonna fill you in on all the details with that, but she's been through her fair share too. Now, because I didn't feel very good this morning, and it's summertime, he's happy, he's upbeat, you know, he's starting to come out of what, while I was living with him that whole time, he was basically just stuck in a funk and a depression. And so this morning he was wanting to talk to me just to vent about his issues, and or this afternoon, and I was feeling pretty pukey, and he just kept talking, and I was still feeling pretty freaking pukey, and he just kept on talking. And I do care about him. I care what he has to say. I care about what's going on with him because I love him. I love his brother. I love his sisters. I love his brothers. He's got more than one. I mean, there's a lot of people that I love, but I also love different. Like when I love you, I love you. If Alicia called me today and needed help, I'd help her. If Amy needed my help, I'd help her. If Jamie or her son needed my help, I'd help them. If Des needed my help again, even after stealing my things, I already rescued her twice in 2018. That's the mutual friend that Natalie's mom and I both have in common. The way that people went after me, there was the people who were hurt, and they wanted someone to lash out on, and I was the easiest person to lash out on. I was the easiest person to get away with it. I was the easiest person to scapegoat. And people say, well, if it hadn't been for this, 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 and this, then the police wouldn't have ever fucking done that, and so on and so forth. I'm like, you know what? I spent almost an entire year trying to get something going with the courts to get that stuff to stop. I mean, Chapel, Nebraska, especially when you're different like I am, people aren't really accepting of you. And there are some people that are nice, and that's pretty cool. They're nice to me. But mind you, I'm about to smoke off a pipe. It's not a crack pipe, it's a tobacco pipe. I made it out of aluminum foil, and see how that's empty in there? It's just a cigarette filter. It's because I put it in here. Hey Sean, heard about your story recently and just found your channel. Came by to show my love, and I hope you're doing well for yourself. I'm not, but I'm working on it, and a lot of other people are well wishing too. I just wish I could get the help in person that I need. My caseworker lady, who is supposed to be my caseworker and so on and so forth, hasn't gotten back to me in 5 months. That is unprofessional. That's the kind of professionalism that I'm dealing with these people procrastinating for months on end and years in some cases. Like, I don't get the help. People are like, you need to do this and you need to do that. Without the resources, not a happening thing. And I just recently got some of my resources back. And there's so many things that you guys don't even think about. If you've never lost your ID or had your ID stolen, you're lucky. It's a pain in the butt to get it back, especially when you don't have money, you don't have an income, you don't have a vehicle. You have to depend on the kindness of others. That's where I've been for the last 2 years. Well, no, actually, technically, I've had to depend on the kindness of others since I hurt my back on my birthday in 2015. My birthday in 2016 was the last time I saw Natalie. My birthday in 2017 was shit. My birthday in 2018, I pled guilty to something that I shouldn't have even had to because I was lied to and tortured. And goddamn, the system is so fucked. If you don't have any money, you don't have any rights. They can do whatever they want to you. And those of you who are assholes who just don't like me. Like, they. Think about the they in this context. What are we talking about? We're talking about the judicial branch. I've done a lot of mean things, and I do consider them mean. All of the mean things that people did to me that are illegal as fuck, that the cops didn't give a shit about. They made every excuse not to look at. And we're not talking about just one or two cops. We're talking about at least half a dozen officers and deputies before Natalie was killed, and we're talking about hundreds afterwards. Before Natalie was killed, it was basically just brushing me off or driving me to the institution. I didn't need to be driven to Sydney or Scotts Bluff or any of these places. What I needed is somebody to do something. I need these officers to actually do something. They won't investigate any of the crimes against me or look at the evidence. They claim that they're gonna, and then they set up stuff that I said it to them, just like with Rick Reigenborn, the current sheriff of